Daniela. I'm the founder of FEMCITY, and you're joining me for our Monday morning chat. Today's conversation is all about how to get closer to your dreams. The reason why I chose this topic for today is because we have the solar eclipse. So we have a lot of discussions about change and renewal and kind of digging in and finding out what you really want in life. It's also the first day of school for many, many kids. And so I feel like today is like a really good day to kind of reconnect with where you want to go, what your path is and your vision is. And so that's today's topic. And I, of course, have another worksheet that goes with this topic. I'll post it later on today at FEMCITY.com. And it's absolutely free for you guys to download. Of course, you have to join as a community member, which is free as well. So how do we get closer to your dreams? I've been working with women entrepreneurs for over a decade, and then on top of that I owned a Pilates studio for women only. I owned that for about 10 years. So I've been working with women for quite some time. And here's one thing that I see when women are trying to get closer to their dreams. I find often that the first thing that happens, the reason why they're not attaining their dreams, is that they keep bouncing back from one to the other. And so they're really not confirming or defining what their dreams even are, what their goals even are. So that's the first step I'm going to share with you today, is that you really want to go ahead and dedicate time to reconfirm the vision and the dreams that you have. Sometimes these things change, and so if you're not really attaining them, it might actually be that you've found a realignment somewhere else, and that's totally normal. You may have wanted a certain goal, perhaps other people wanted this goal for you, and you're just not feeling it anymore. So that's why it's good to kind of revisit your goals and your visions, because if you are not really getting close to them, there's something going on. And so the first thing you want to do is just define your goals. Where do you want to go? I love to use cooking and using a recipe as a great illustration of this. So when you are looking to cook something and you really don't know what it is, or you're kind of torn between multiple things to cook, you're kind of going to be a disaster in the kitchen, right? Because you're not going to know where to even start or what ingredients to use. But once you define and you say, I'm going to make a vegan casserole, for instance, and you look on Pinterest and you find a recipe, and then it's going to kind of give you the steps to get there, your alignment is more confirmed and stronger. And so if you don't know what you're cooking, if you don't know what your goals are, you're going to be spinning around in circles and circles. And you have to really think about what it is that you want, not what your kids want or your parents want for you or for your partner or whoever else is in your life. What do you want in your life? What are the goals that really feel a connection to your soul and to your spirit? And that's really the first part. If you don't know what that is, I have a worksheet on that too. I have a couple of worksheets on that, on how to find clarity and how to find your path on FEMCITY.com. But that's the most crucial point. You're not going to get anywhere unless you know what that is. And once you get to some of your dreams and some of your goals, you will definitely have more. So some of you might have 10-year goals or 15-year goals. Just start on the short-term goal of where you want to go in the next 1 to 3 years, because that way it helps to kind of eliminate all these things. I want to retire in St. Bart's. I want to be a bazillionaire. I want to this and that. Those are really, really big. You want to start with something that's measurable and something that you can kind of do in the first 1 to 3 years. And that way it kind of makes it so that your mind knows how to define that even stronger. So that's the first step. The second step is, what is that path? So if you can follow a recipe, right, in life, then that definitely helps you. It tells you the steps that you need to take. You might say, Violet, there is no recipe for what I want to create in my life. There is no path already defined as to what I want to be. I want to be, for instance, if you want to be an Amazon best-selling author, if you want to be a world-renowned speaker, if you want to be on the cover of yoga magazines, if you want to open up the fastest, best, most successful fast food restaurant that caters to vegans, whatever it is, if you don't know how to do it, here's my favorite thing to advise women, is that start researching to see who's come close to that. Who in society has maybe done a part of that, or maybe all of that. What is the information that you can find about those people? How did they do it? How did they get started? What challenges did they have? If you want to be an Amazon bestseller, look to see if you have friends that have already achieved it. Successful people want you to be successful too. And so they're going to be wanting to share information with you. Or you can just dig. Let's say you have no concept, or not concept, but if you have no accessibility to mentors where you live, and you say, but I don't know anybody. Google is your greatest friend. You can Google any of these business gurus, anyone has made it, find out how they did it and take those into your own life and see how you can implement those strategies that they use. That is really, really powerful. Maybe it's business models, maybe it's franchising, maybe it's how to write. Any of those things that you can research to figure out how other people did it really, really does help. It helps it so that you don't spend so much time wasting on cooking other recipes that don't even fulfill the path that you're on. So that's the second step. And then the third step is that once you define your goals and once you've researched or you've created mentors or you've figured out a way of how to get there, you want to do it every single day. You want to take steps to that. So a lot of things that I see also is that women say, okay, I'm going to commit to this, but then they go really hard at the beginning and they have a great pattern, and then within 2 weeks they kind of fizzle out and they get distracted and they start doing something else and they bounce somewhere else. And so it's another great illustration is that when I was looking to get in shape and lose weight, I found that I was eating right, but maybe only 2 or 3 days a week. And I was working out right, but maybe 2 or 3 days out of the week. And then the rest of the days I was kind of like a disaster, right? I was eating Nutella out of a spoon. I wasn't working out. And so you have to make sure that whatever it is that you're doing action-wise, that you need to do it consistently, consecutively, frequent, often, every single day. That's the trick to success, is that you want to make sure that you're always focusing on that and always stepping in that direction. If you have to pause for a day, let's say you get the flu or sick or whatever, that's fine, but you want to realign yourself as much as possible to take the steps that you need to every single day. And that will definitely get you closer to your dream. So here's some action plans. If you guys want to go ahead and do some of these, of course you can download the worksheet later on, but if you are at your office already or if you're able to write this down, here are some action steps that you want to take. You want to really go ahead and go through what you really want in life. What are your goals? I like to limit things to 3. Because if we don't limit to 3, then we create a list of 20 and that's overwhelming and then we don't do anything. So I always like using the number 3. So write down the top 3 goals that you have right now, not for next year, not when the kids are older, not when you're able to, resign from the job that you have now. What are your 3 goals right now? The second thing I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and write down what are some of the patterns and what are some of the things that others have done to achieve some of those goals. What did it look like? What did they do? What kind of failures did they expect? What kind of business model? All as much as you can. Think of that like a CSI episode, like where you have to research it out and figure out every single secret that they had to go through to achieve those goals. And then the third thing I want you to do is I want you to write down 5 steps that you need to take every single day in order to get to those goals. So for instance, if you want to be an Amazon bestseller, what are the 5 things you need to do? Well, you're going to have to write, and you're going to have to write often. And that's a really big thing to kind of commit to. You're also going to have a lot of social media followers. So working on that every single day, adding to your following base, how to go ahead and create content for that. So those are actionable steps as an example to get to where you want to go. So I hope that helps you guys. Again, you can download the worksheet at FEMCITY.com. It's absolutely free. It's also, you have to join as a community member, but that's also absolutely free, and that gives you access to our entire classroom. And let me know how it goes. I'm excited to hear. It sounds very simple, right? How to get closer to your dreams, but these are the 3 steps that you need to take to get there. And for those that hate when I'm doing it on the iPad, I know I tried again, which is why I was late today. I tried again to access it through my laptop and it didn't work. So I know you hate it. Don't mention it, please. I know the bars on the side. I hate it too. I actually ordered a new phone yesterday, so I'm excited that I'll actually have more accessibility to Facebook Live. Good morning, Ashley. Good morning. And I think I saw Priya on there earlier today. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. And if you have any questions, hey, Jill. If you have any questions, feel free to post them here. You can tag me. I generally try to respond to every single post that is made, every single comment, and I really do. My heart lights up when my advice and my suggestions help you to step into your greatness. So thanks, Ashley. Good morning, Danielle. It looks fun too. Good. Anyway, I'm wishing you guys a great rest of the week. Happy solar eclipse day and happy back to school day. And I'm excited for the rest of the week for you guys. Okay, send you guys lots of prosperity vibes. Bye.